The Synopsis of the Book of Enoch. Chapters 1 to 36, the Book of Watchers. Introduction. Enoch begins with a promise of future blessings for the righteous and curses for the wicked, the coming judgment. Enoch speaks of the great judgment where the righteous will be saved and the wicked will be destroyed. Nature's testimony. The regularity of natural phenomena is emphasized as evidence of God's order and justice. The fallen angels' transgressions. The angels descend to earth and take human wives, leading to the birth of the Nephilim. Azazel's rebellion. Azazel and his cohorts teach forbidden knowledge, leading humanity astray. The corruption of humanity. Humanity becomes increasingly corrupt due to the influence of the fallen angels. God's judgment decreed. God orders Raphael to bind Azazel and cast him into darkness as punishment. Archangels' actions. Michael, Gabriel, and other archangels are tasked with dealing with the fallen angels. Intercession of the angels. The archangels intercede on behalf of humanity, pleading for God's mercy. The binding of Azazel. Raphael binds Azazel, and Michael is instructed to bind the other fallen angels. Enoch's heavenly journey. Enoch ascends to heaven and receives divine revelations about the fallen angels. The fate of the fallen angels. The fallen angels are bound and imprisoned until the day of judgment. Enoch's message to the angels. Enoch delivers God's message of judgment to the fallen angels. The vision of heaven. Enoch describes his vision of heaven and the glory of the divine throne. God's judgment on the fallen angels. God pronounces judgment on the fallen angels and their offspring. Further punishments. The fallen angels are shown their future punishment in fiery torment. Enoch's second vision. Enoch sees a vision of the heavenly realms and the divine order, the path of the stars. Enoch learns about the paths of the stars and celestial bodies, the punishment of the fallen angels. The fallen angels are shown their final destination in the abyss. The role of the archangels. The roles and responsibilities of the archangels are detailed. The cosmic order. Enoch witnesses the cosmic order and the heavenly realms, the abode of the dead. Enoch describes Sheol and the different fates of the dead, the fire of heaven. Enoch sees the fire that will consume the wicked in the final judgment, the tree of life. Enoch is shown the tree of life and its significance, the throne of God. Enoch sees the divine throne and the awe-inspiring presence of God, the ends of the earth. Enoch travels to the ends of the earth and witnesses the boundaries of creation, the valley of judgment. Enoch sees the valley where the final judgment will take place, the four winds. Enoch learns about the four winds and their control over the earth's climate, the 7 mountains. Enoch is shown 7 mountains of precious stones and their significance, the secrets of nature. Enoch receives knowledge about the secrets of natural phenomena, the new heaven and new earth. Enoch envisions the new heaven and new earth after the judgment, the garden of righteousness. Enoch describes the garden where the righteous will dwell, the paths of the stars. Enoch learns more about the paths and courses of the stars, the end of time. Enoch sees the end of time and the final judgment, the reward of the righteous. Enoch describes the rewards awaiting the righteous in the afterlife, the final vision. Enoch's final vision reveals the ultimate fate of the righteous and the wicked. Chapters 37 to 71, the Book of Parables. Introduction to the Parables. Introduction to Enoch's visions of the parables, emphasizing divine judgment. The first parable. The fate of the righteous and the wicked is contrasted with the coming of the Messiah, the elect one. The coming of the elect one, who will judge the world, is foretold. The four archangels. Enoch meets the four archangels and learns about their roles in the divine order. The secrets of the heavens. Enoch is shown secrets of the heavenly realms and the fate of the wicked. Wisdom's dwelling place. Wisdom departs from the earth due to human wickedness. The luminaries of heaven. Enoch learns about the luminaries of heaven and their appointed paths, the fallen stars. Enoch sees the fallen stars and learns about their punishment. The second parable. The second parable discusses the fate of the wicked and the coming judgment. The head of days. Enoch meets the Ancient of Days and learns about the coming of the Messiah. The prayer of the righteous. The prayers of the righteous ascend to heaven, pleading for justice. The fountains of wisdom. Wisdom returns to the earth to dwell among the righteous. The power of the elect one. The elect one will wield divine power to judge and purify the world. The elect one is glorified and given authority over the heavenly realms, the resurrection of the dead. Enoch sees the resurrection of the dead and the judgment of all souls. The fate of the kings and the mighty. The kings and the mighty will be judged for their wickedness and oppression. The abyss of fire. Enoch sees the abyss of fire where the wicked will be punished. The future retribution. The final retribution of the wicked and the vindication of the righteous. The great flood. Enoch learns about the coming of the great flood as a judgment on humanity. The gathering of the righteous. The righteous will be gathered and protected during the final judgment. The return of the elect one. The elect one returns to bring final justice and establish eternal peace. The glories of the righteous. Enoch sees the glorious future awaiting the righteous, the mighty judged. The mighty and powerful are judged for their deeds, the Leviathan and Behemoth. Enoch learns about the great beasts, Leviathan and Behemoth, and their role in the final days. The righteous and the chosen one. The righteous will rejoice in the presence of the chosen one. The final judgment. The final judgment of the wicked and the reward of the righteous are described. The humiliation of the kings. The kings and the mighty will be humiliated and judged. The secrets of the parables. Enoch learns more secrets about the parables and their meanings. Noah's vision. Noah has a vision of the coming flood and the need to build the ark. The angels of punishment. The angels tasked with punishing the wicked are described. The future glory of the righteous. Enoch sees the future glory that awaits the righteous. The names of the archangels. The names and roles of the archangels are detailed. The fallen angels and their punishment. More details about the fallen angels and their punishment. Enoch's transformation. Enoch is transformed and taken to the highest heaven. The conclusion of the parables. The parables conclude with a vision of the final judgment and the eternal kingdom. Chapters 72-82. The astronomical book. The course of the heavenly luminaries. Detailed description of the sun's course through the year, the moon's phases. Explanation of the moon's phases and its monthly cycle. The sun and moon's relationship. The relationship between the sun and moon and their influence on earth. The four directions of the earth. The four cardinal points and the winds associated with them. The 12 gates of heaven. The 12 gates through which the sun passes, the stars and their courses. Description of the stars and their appointed courses. The lunar calendar. Detailed description of the lunar calendar and its importance. The solar and lunar years. Comparison of the solar and lunar years and their significance. The admonition for the observers. Admonition to those who observe the stars and the importance of accuracy. Enoch's instructions to Methuselah. Enoch instructs his son Methuselah on the wisdom of the heavenly bodies, the laws of the heavenly luminaries, the laws governing the luminaries and their adherence to divine order. Chapters 83-90, The Dream Visions, the first dream vision. Enoch has a vision of the coming flood and the destruction of humanity. Enoch's prayer for mercy. Enoch prays for mercy and the salvation of his descendants. The animal apocalypse. Enoch sees a vision of animals representing different nations and their future. The fallen stars and the flood. The fallen stars corrupt the earth, leading to the flood. The judgment of the fallen angels. The fallen angels are judged and punished. The renewal of the earth. The earth is renewed after the flood, and a new era begins. The history of Israel. A symbolic history of Israel, represented by animals. The final judgment and New Jerusalem. The final judgment of all beings and the establishment of the New Jerusalem. Chapters 91-105, the Epistle of Enoch. Enoch's admonition to his children. Enoch admonishes his children to live righteously and avoid the ways of the wicked. The Book of Enoch's predictions. Predictions about the future generations and their moral state. The Apocalypse of Weeks. Enoch outlines a prophetic timeline divided into weeks, each representing different epochs in history. Admonitions and woes. Admonitions to the righteous and woes pronounced on the sinners. Woes for the sinners. More woes and lamentations for the fate of sinners, the righteous and the sinners. Contrast between the lives of the righteous and the wicked. The evil rich. Condemnation of the rich who exploit and oppress others. The sins of the sinners. Detailed description of the sins committed by the wicked. The punishment of the wicked. The final punishment awaiting the wicked is described. The righteous judgment. God's righteous judgment and the vindication of the oppressed. The hope of the righteous. Encouragement for the righteous to remain steadfast in their faith. The fear of the judgment. The fear and terror that will grip the wicked during the judgment. The blessedness of the righteous. The blessed state of the righteous and their eternal reward. The revelation of secrets. Enoch reveals secrets about the future and the ultimate triumph of righteousness. The conclusion of the epistle. Enoch's final words of encouragement and the promise of salvation for the righteous.